been this week's biggest underdog after keeping it close with the defending champs all night. Dak Prescott even had Dallas up late, and the defense showed up and got 4 turnovers in the 2-point loss. So, Shannon, after what you saw last night, do you think you underestimated the Cowboys?
No, I overestimated how good the Bucs would look. I thought they would be a fine oil machine considering what I saw the last game when they played the Houston Texans. Obviously, I believe the Cowboys are going to be a much better team than the Texans, but Tom Brady looked like he was in mid-season form. The defense is what I was most disappointed in. And so with that being said, Skip, how many more games do you expect Dak Prescott to throw for over 400 yards? For them to get 4 turnovers from their defense, a team has 11 penalties and 5 to 6 drops. You don't expect that to happen very often.
I can see a bunch of 400s coming.
I can see a bunch of losses coming. Yeah, so no, I didn't underestimate them because guess what? We thought their record was going to be after one game. Skip Bayless. We thought they were going to be 0-for.
Yep.
0-1. What are they? 0-for-1. We don't do moral victories. The one thing that we don't do. What's our motto? At Undisputed, no more victories. I mean, I know you get a couple of those. You feel happy. Ernestine tell you to skip. You did well today. You should be you should be proud of yourself after you take a beat down every day.
She always tells me, why don't you take it a little easier on him? Give him a break one day.
So with that being said, Skip, look, I think it's going to be a whole different. That was Tampa. I mean, Tampa. I'm surprised at Tampa defensively, and then how poorly offensively the turnovers. I'm like, that's not a Tom Brady. When was the last time Tom Brady had 4 turnovers in a game? His team, he threw 2. I mean, like I said, the interceptions, I don't think Leonard Fournette's going to, have too many balls carrying off his hand. And I don't care about the one he threw in the end zone because I would rather have him. He could have 12 of those. I'm good with that. Just don't check the ball down and throw the ball short when you know you need to get the ball in the end zone with no time on the clock. But, Skip, for me, look, the Cowboys were the Cowboys for one night. Skip, we've seen this before. We've seen them have these incredible highs in order to just go back to be careful. You'd be 0-2.
Maybe. And then we're going to be 12-5.
Now you Skip.
I laid it out for you yesterday, and I feel better than ever about that.
So let me I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Yes.
Even if you go 0-2, and you got 15 games to go, you're going to go 12-3 over those next 15 games.
Here are the next 3 after that. Philadelphia at home, Carolina at home, at Giants. Win, win, win. I gave you the L at New England, but then at Minnesota, we can win that game. You saw what we did last night against the defending champs. You know what? I might be underselling 12-5. They might be 13-4 before this is over.
Oh, so now y'all going to be challenging Tampa for the best record in the
Shannon
NFC.
Sharp. You were cowering last night up in your palatial estate. You were on the edge of your seat saying, Lord, have mercy on me.
I got that Brady guy on my side.
No, yeah. Well, you were afraid that I had that Dak guy on my side as we came to these seats today. And the point is, I loved everything I saw about my team. They were even better than I thought they were going to be, and I thought 12-5. I'm going to frame this for you. Tom Brady is now 6-0 against the Dallas Cowboys in his career. I believe he would rather beat the Cowboys, or let's just say it this way. The team that he most wants to beat, obviously, on this schedule this year is at New England. He wants Belichick. But the second most team that he wanted to beat was that team last night. I think he hates all things Dallas Cowboys. I think he hates America's team. I think he despises Jerry Jones' mouth and audacity and egomania.
Right.
And all things Dallas, because it's a lot of sizzle and not enough steak.
Right.
Brady's about the steak, even though he doesn't eat the steak.
Right.
He's about the steak. And so he drives a stake through Dallas's heart every time he plays them. And I think you got Brady at his all-time greatest last night, even at age 44. So you have to frame the fact that we did all that. We had a late lead with 1 minute and 24 seconds left. We were ahead. And what did I tell you yesterday? I said, all I care about tonight is that we win respect and credibility. I wrote off the game because there's one man in sports I don't bet against, especially on banner night at Tampa. I'm not going to bet against the GOAT. And in the end, the GOAT got them. So in the end, that game boiled down to I had Dak Prescott and they had Tom Brady.
And I had Tom Brady.
Okay? You had Tom Brady.
Yeah,
this will be the last time you have Tom Brady. because he's going to come back to haunt you just the way my Cowboys.
Well, as long as whoever you pick it, I'm picking. As long as you got somebody, I'm picking.
All I know is my team closed as a 9-point dog last night.
They did. I saw that. It went to 9.
By far the biggest dog of this opening weekend.
True.
And all I know is that my team did that without their best offensive lineman, Zach Martin.
He wasn't going to catch no touchdowns.
Well, he's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he ain't going to catch no touchdowns.
He is their best road grading run blocker. And if they had him last night, I suggest to you that Zeke would have had more than, 33
I don't believe he would have.
Yeah.
Vita Vea was going to let that happen. Susan wasn't going to let that happen, Skip.
Zach Martin is serious business.
Yeah, Vita Vea was serious. Skip, but here's the thing, though. But you keep saying we underestimated them. They did exactly what they lost. We expected them to lose.
Okay. They also lost 1/3 of their receiving trio. Michael Gallup, who was doing damage early, turned his ankle. I hope he'll be ready and can return.
What about Bucs defense? Did they lose anybody?
Well, they did. They were down, obviously, Murphy Bunting and their starting safety, Jordan Whitehead.
Okay.
I got that. But my point was, we were 9-point dogs. And without Zach Martin and ultimately Michael Gallup, we did that. With a field goal kicker coming off back surgery, he misses a 31-yarder, then he misses a 60-yarder that he often has made in his career, and he duck hooked.
Well, they dodged the bullet on that, Skip, because you gave the ball to the Bucs at the 50-yard line.
They did not cash off it. It ended up being the Hail Mary.
Yes.
Okay? And remember, he even missed an extra point that would have tied the score at 14. So I can make the case that my field goal kicker, coming off back surgery, left 7 points on the table, and we lost 31-29. Well, what's not to love about that?
Well, because you lost. There's nothing to love about Skip. I remember growing up as a kid, and I was like, Granny, can we get that? It's on sale. Granny, like, I ain't got no money. It don't matter if they're giving it away. Yeah, we can get it. Okay, you didn't win. Regardless of how well Dak played, how good the defense looked, at the end of the day, guess where you came last night? That's why I stayed open. That's why I stayed open, because I knew you was coming to get them old hot L's.
Really?
Yeah, I knew you were coming.
I think we skipped Club Shake.
No, you didn't. No, you can't skip it.
Because we knew we actually won.
You can skip the line because you're regular. You and old Dak and Jared, y'all regulars. Y'all skip the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My defense, I told you, will be 50% better. And you know what?
They look better.
I think it's 75%.
They look better.
And I'm going to quote the great Tom Brady after the game. This is a quote from him.
What do you say?
That's a solid defense. That's what he said. He used the word S-O-L-I-D about my Cowboys defense that was historically bad a year ago. He said, that's a solid defense. That's got to be horrifying to you.
But I know what
A solid defense?
Excuse me. When he was talking about the Ravens, he never said solid. He said that was a great defense. When he talked, I heard him talk about others. When he talked about the Bears, he said that's a great defense. He said y'all solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all solid.
Hey, I realize we don't have Ray Lewis, but we do have Micah Parsons, and you could even see last night he is changing the way they play defense.
Tom Brady had him spinning like a top last night too.
Okay, all right. Occasionally he did. It was his first game ever.
Skip, but he's going to have to learn. If I got the hook, let's get to the hook. You can't make everybody else's plays. Make your plays, Skip. Look at it.
He's a baby. He's a baby. He's a talented baby.
It's going to slow down, but he's going to have to learn, Skip.
He had a pressure. He got in the backfield. He's rushing the passer. He's blowing up running backs in the hole. He's just everywhere. And they utilized him just in bits and pieces because they're running in Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch and sort of alternating linebacker core.
Yeah, but Skip, he's going to have to learn. He's going to have to come up with a move. You just can't just... The rushes that he used in college to get sacks, they won't get it. They get him stopped at the line of scrimmage against these offensive tackles. Okay. Because these guys are really good.
Yep. I believe when this game ended, Shannon Sharp, the TV was already turned down, but he turned it off or cut it off, as you might say.
No, I wanted to hear what Tom said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I want to hear what Tom said.
Okay. But I believe when you finally, your head hit that pillow, you were like, oh, bleep.
Nope. I was like, man, Tom, you did it again. Yeah. Thank you. I said, so many times you've done it. Oh, so many times you've done it to me.
I got to live with those Cowboys all year long.
Now you did it for me.
Yep.
Yep.
This was a tour de force by my team.
Justin Herbert.
You know what? They announced to the National Football League last night, force to be reckoned with on both sides of the ball.
Tom Brady threw for 379. Justin Herbert good for 4.
Really? Okay.
Justin Herbert good for 4.
Huh. Well, Dak's good for 4 against the Chargers, too.
Joey Bosa going to get him by two or three times.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Did Shaq Barrett get him 2 or 3 times?
Got
He
him
once. Okay.
I think
did JPP get him 2 or 3? No, he got him none.
Pressured him.
Vita Vea get him?
Got a couple of got
him none.
Did
Sue get him? Got him none.
Hold on. But what did JPP got a holding call on Tyron Smith?
Yep.
Vita Vea got a holding call on Connor Williams. Made y'all set up for a field goal. Y'all might have had a touchdown.
They are the most hellacious pass rush in pro football, and my quarterback lived to tell. 403.
Now, there's an O in there somewhere too. There's an O in the W column.
Really?
4003.
Really?
That's what you got.
Yep.
0 in the dub, 1 in the L.
Moral victory.
No, we don't do skip this.
My team.
You do realize this is a professional sport that people get paid to play.
Yep.
There are no moral victories.
Yep. Measuring stick game, said Jerry Jones. We got to see what we're made of. They're made of the right stuff.
Well, hold on.
I'm going to have a great year.
Let me ask you a question, Skip. How would the story been written if David had almost beaten Goliath? Would they have said? Would the Palestinians have said? Would they have said? But we had a moral victory. David did a good job.
What if he'd hit Goliath right between the eyes with that stone, that slingshot stone, and Goliath shook it off and got back up? Then that'd be the story. That's what happened last night.
Exactly.
Goliath got dropped on his behind last night, but the GOAT said, "I got this."
No. Skip. The story.
All right, let's keep